you can on the board.
Well, see what he can do objectively. You know, and something I talk about in Blitz is having a spearhead player, one of those guys that's going to get up there, start getting some kills, stop spawn trapping for you, and then allow the rest of the team to come back. That guy, I'd imagine, is going to be either Mellow or Realize. But actually, I'm going to stay with Wonder, but somebody I do want to go on board with is actually going to be Robs at some point. But lots of kills going down at the moment. On board with Realize, AR in hand.
Yeah, Realize just down this right hand side. As I said, it looks as if he would actually opt to hold and try and get the cut-off point, which he is doing down this right hand side. Just making sure nobody can get round and get some points on the board for TYT. It's currently 0-0 after 35 seconds. Not too much of an aggressive start, but as I say that, Mellow getting all around the back. Looks as if somebody might dive in there. I think that was going to be Wonder that got the points on the board. Mellow just getting away, trying to get himself some cover. And here we go, on board with him as he does get that shank to the face of Quicker Than You. Looks like he's going to get the points on the board as well. They really are starting very aggressive. 2-0 up after just 1 minute played, Ton.
Yeah, 4 minutes remaining on this half. 2-0 already to TEC. And Somila's making a kill on the Realize down the right hand side. So TEC going to have to shift into a bit more of a defensive stance. See what they can do, trying to hold down in the minute. Lots of shots going to go down. It is going to be Krides that goes down. Quicker Than You taking out Mellow mid-map though. And Wonder coming in there, trying to clean up as well. Realize with kill onto Quicker Than You. Lots of kills going down. And somebody's going to take out Robs and going to take out Mellow as well. Can he make the third in Wonder? Wonder just trying to defend for his team. And it's a good start by TC. But TYT pushing through very, very effectively. But they do go down. That's 3 down now for them. And TEC are going to be able to push out.
Yeah, it was Quicker Than You left last alive there for TYT. Did manage to make that kill on Mellow as he was trying to push up that right hand side, so he did enough to buy himself some time, let his teammates respawn up. That was big shooting by Wonder as Fearcrad was on that barrel head glitch. Wasn't able to use that cover to his advantage, and Wonder just playing this very, very passively. This isn't the Wonder that I expected to see. Obviously, he ran up, got the first point on the board, so when he spawned back at his initial capture port, he's obviously picked himself up the Remington and then just opted to do the defensive work and just not deviated since.
Yeah, well, you know what, I'm going to have to switch and go on board with Robs, because this guy at the weekend on a Blitz game managed to get, I think it was 9 or 10 caps without dying against a wet, and in the qualifier for LA as well. That was actually on Freight, but let's see what he can do on this map. He already has 2 caps to his name. Can he make that a third at the moment? Being very, very aggressive. N-Tar in hand. This is the sort of player that you do want to watch on Blitz. Good kill on the Benny Central there. Needs to stay alive though. Currently low on health. Going to help his teammate clear in the middle of the map. That's going to be Mellow. Goes down Quicker Than You. Coming in with a clutch kill though. I'm on board with Realize, but I'm going to switch it up to Mellow.
Okay, getting on board with Mellow down this left-hand side. It looks as if he wants to push in towards that American. He's already taken down one player on this left as he's trying to get around. So he has revealed his position already, taking down Benny Central as well. He's really is just ripping them apart from this left-hand side as he gets yet another kill. Mellow really, really wants this victory. I mean, he played so well over the weekend to qualify for the World Championships, and now he just hasn't stopped playing so well.
But with Robs though, see what he can do. Realize he's going to pick up a kill down the right hand side and pick up another. And Benny Central's going to come in there and clean up on Robs, try and relieve some sort of pressure. With TEC with all control at the moment, 4-0. You know what, it hasn't even looked like TYT are going to get a cap here. And some is going to go down. Wonder taking down Krides as well. So Wonder and Mellow spearheading the TEC attack. Benny Central's getting in behind them though, so Wonder is actually going to get taken down. Does that mean that TYT are going to get a point in the board? But Mellow eventually going to come in there with the kill and the cap. TEC do lose a point though. TYT jumping inside the point.
Yeah, getting on board with Realize there. She's just done some defensive work with a headshot onto Quicker Than You. He got the cap and then spawned right the way back. That just shows how in tune this tech lineup are. I mean, they're so finely in tune. They're rotating round without even having to think about it. Realize got the cap, straight back doing the defensive work, so he got points on the board and then prevented caps from TYT. It's currently 7-1 with 50 seconds left on the clock.
I'm still on board with Mellow, but I'm going to jump on board with Realize now. Currently going 12-4. See what he can do to try and hold it down. If you want to know how to defensive AR / anchor on this game, and watch this guy. Realize he's taking down Quicker Than You, looking for his second kill as well. Great awareness. Didn't think that he's going to go to the left hand side, but it was actually Krides coming in. Jumped down from below. Benny Central's going to make the point as well. Nice kill also. It does seem as if Krides is going to be in a position to try and get a flag as well. Sorry, a point. On board with Realize though, going to try and stop him. He does so. Krides does go down.
Yeah, going to get on board with Mello in this middle map as he goes down, sorry. Going to get Wonder with only 10 seconds left on the clock. I mean, he's currently around his point. He needs to do some defensive work, which he does so, taking down Quicker Than You, who was advancing, trying to maintain that 6-point advantage going towards that second side, which he did so.
Yeah, well, there you go. Round is over 8-2 currently.
Bring up that scoreboard.
Yeah, we'll have a look at the scoreboard as well, but Brandon and kill cam come from Wonder. Pretty easy defensive kill, but have a look at it. It's pretty even from most of the Tech team. 14-6, we realize is an impressive score. 10-7 for Robs, but look at those caps. Once again, the guy's insane objective player. Well, we're going to see what TYT can do to turn this round. If they do not, it is going to be a 3-0 sweep for Tech.
Yeah, I'm going to get on board with Fear Krads to start with. I mean, he played so well in that domination initially, so let's see what he can do. Team currently down by 6 points, and he does pick up a headshot onto Wonder. Going for a turn on in those gates. That's big play from Fear Krads, getting the kill on Robs as well. That was absolutely disgusting, Tunny.
Nice play by Krads with the turn on as well, getting himself into a good position, and this is what TYT need, a very good start. Currently 2-9. I think TC somehow managed to pick up a kill at the half, but here we go on board with Benny Central, trying to push forward, but this is the thing, they're getting too aggressive now. Mello's going to have a chance to push under the flag, see if he can get shut down, but I'm going to stay on board. Benny Central shot's going to go down, Mello's going to take down Krads. That's going to be 10-2 if they're not careful. It is 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining for TYT to get 8 caps at least, and it's not looking great for them.
So this is the problem that you find with Blitz. I mean, you're down by 8 points already. You need to go very aggressive to get the points back, but at that same time, if you go all that aggressive, Tech players will slip through your lines and then will add more points to that board. And Somulus hanging back now, trying to do some defensive work, which he's done so, taking down Robs. Robs was in a 1v2 though against Quicker Than You as well, and Somulus opting to push out.
And Somulus pushing through the middle of the map here. They need to do something very, very drastic. Shot's going to go down towards Tank. Not going to make that. Betty Central is going to clean up on to realize though down that right hand side. That's what they need. They need to push. And shot's going to go down. And somebody's not going to get the turn there. And it is going to be another point on the board for TC. That's going to be 11-2. Make that 11-3. Krads does manage to slide in. Not looking great at the moment for TYT. TEC really dominating this at the moment. And have looked pretty good since the end of the first map.
Yeah, TEC really look unstoppable on this Blitz game mode. I mean, they look pretty good on Search and Destroy. They did trade rounds for quite some time though, and then eventually just running away with it. Mello getting that 1v3 at the end, which was massive for his team. Really feel a little bit sorry for TYT after that first map, because it looked as if they had it in the bag. They were around 30 points in the lead, and somehow they just let Tech make one kill that made the entire game flip on its head. And now they're down by 9 points on this Blitz. Krads, I thought he was in there for that one, for that 3-piece, but unfortunately not. On board with Insomnius now, pushing up this left-hand side. They've got a lot of work to do, Ton.
Oh, so much work to do. I mean, you need at least 10 seconds, obviously, with the countdown timer to get a point on the board. So, I mean, realistically, it's right up against them. They need to start getting caps now, and need to do so for the rest of the game, pretty much. 12-3 is the score. Krad's going to try and get a kill there, and realize just going to wipe him out. Benny Central coming in with a kill on the Robs, though, trying to get some sort of push. But I definitely think that first map had a lot to do with this game. You know, I mean, obviously it does affect the score. That's a nice shot by Quicker Than You, and there's another one, nice 2-piece by him. But obviously, losing like that in the first map is never going to help your confidence. And it's really dented TYT here. Surely
they thought that they had it wrapped up, but think about the momentum that Tech would have gained from that. They came back from at least 30 points. They won by 2 on the domination. They really did just go all out aggression. And I did feel sorry for TYT, as I've said. On board with Benny Central now. It's currently 12-3 with 1 minute 30 left on that clock. It looks as if it is all Tech's game. They will, of course, play it out to the end, see what score they can put up. But Tech, they look like a different side ever since they won that domination.
Yeah, it's looked very good for them, and it is now impossible for TYT to come back into this. Lots of things going to go down towards the point. It's not really going to happen for TYT, but there you go. Nice 2-piece by Benny Central. It is going to get shut down. That's going to be demoralizing. By Realize Quicker Than You. Taking down Robs as well, trying to push forward, trying to get some more points on the board and make the score a little bit more respectable. We're currently 12-3 is very, very good for TEC, as they're going to take this series 3-0.
If you look at TYT on that first map though, you would not expect the skill gap to be like this on this map. I mean, it's currently 8 points the difference. watching the first map as we did, Tony, I did not expect them to be like this for the rest of the game. And like you said, perhaps it was the fact that they got so demoralised off losing by just 2 points that it's affected their gameplay somewhat.
Yeah, you know, this weekend would have been hard for them to take. I think, you know, they've had a very, very quick rise up to where they are now. And maybe they were expecting that rise to continue and maybe get qualified for LA, but really Orbit did show them what the cream of the crop can do. And they did really, really, you know, get beaten quite heavily in that game. It was 3-0 in the end, but pretty convincing maps from Orbit. But at the same time, you know, they're going to continue on. There is always next year, and they can grow and develop as a team. They're not going to win this one. They're not going to win this match. That's going to be 15-6 and 3-0 in the end to TEC.
Yep, 3-0 in the end to TEC, so that does mean that TEC are currently leading this group in the TP-LINK UK Invitational, brought to you by Multiplay. If you'd like to head over to TP-LINKgaming.com, you can find all the information about the various different teams taking part in this tournament. We will be live every Tuesday and Thursday with all of the week's action.